Many consider bodybuilding to be a man's sport. However, there are some women who pay no mind to what people might think a woman is supposed to look like. They are bigger and stronger than 90% of the men on the planet, with their only true rivals being male bodybuilders and professional weightlifters. Let's have a peek. Number 10. Iris Kyle. Iris Kyle is an American bodybuilder who is widely recognized as one of the best bodybuilders in history. She is the most decorated bodybuilder, with 10 Miss Olympia titles, 7 Miss International titles, and countless other professional decorations. She was inspired to get into the sport when she moved to Orange County, California, and saw all of the fit bodies walking around. She got into the gym, and the rest is history. Kyle is one of the legends of the sport and ranked first on the IFBB Pro rankings. Kyle retired from bodybuilding after her 10th Miss Olympia title in 2014, but announced that she would soon return to competing. At the age of 41, Kyle thought she could still have a few more bodybuilding titles in her future. Either way, though, there is still little doubt that anyone will challenge her throne anytime soon. She is 47 presently. Number 9. Kim Chizweski Nichols. Kim Chizweski Nichols is a professional bodybuilder from Charleston, Illinois, who was active from 1992 to 99. She got into the sport as a personal trainer, but soon met her boyfriend and future husband, Chad Nichols, who helped her develop her bodybuilding physique. She earned her pro card in 1992 and competed in her first pro competition in 1993. She won first place in Miss International that year and placed 5th in her first Miss Olympia. Chizweski Nichols won her next Miss International in 1996 and added her first Miss Olympia to her resume. This was the first time in history a professional female bodybuilder won these two titles in the same year. Her record was flawless after 1996, and Chizweski Nichols retired in 1999 after 4 consecutive wins. Her decision to retire was mostly based on the IFBB guidelines, pushing for more femininity and less masculinity in female bodybuilding figure. She briefly competed in fitness competitions after the birth of her son in 2001, but never reached the same level of success. In 2008, Chizweski was inducted into the IFBB Hall of Fame. Number 8. Sally McNeil. While Sally McNeil may not be known for her professional accomplishments in the world of female bodybuilding, she certainly took bodybuilding to an extreme. She was beginning to generate some buzz, but Valentine's Day in 1995 changed everything. That was the day that Sally shot her husband, Ray McNeil, in the stomach and in the face, taking his life. Sally had 2 children from a previous marriage that were home when it happened. Sally contended that Ray, a fellow bodybuilder and ex-Marine, was beating her and threatening her life. She says that she feared Ray would end her and acted out of safety of herself and her children. Another part of the equation were the steroids that the couple were taking that could have contributed to her actions in this situation. The jury didn't see her argument as convincing, and thus she was sentenced accordingly. Sally is still in jail, as her sentence was reinstated in 2004. Number 7. Lisagiesbrecht. Lisagiesbrecht is a bit of an outlier compared to the rest of the women on today's list. Instead of beginning training at an early age, this mother of 2 picked up bodybuilding in her 30s. She was always fit, but since she started taking it seriously, she has had a complete body transformation. There are videos online of her curling 100 pounds like it's a toothpick, so these aren't just showing muscles we're talking about. Giesbrecht is a true testament to what can occur when a fit person decides to take things to the next level. While she's likely past her prime in terms of ability to put up weight, Giesbrecht is still competing and hopes to take a championship in her still young career. Number 6. Natalya Turkina. Natalya Turkina, unlike many on today's list, is not an IFBB professional bodybuilder. She's competed in amateur events, but focuses much of her effort on powerlifting instead of just bodybuilding. Close to 30 though, there is still a large window in front of her should she decide to pursue a change in scenery. Right now, she coaches other bodybuilders and trains for professional powerlifting competitions. She is the current European bench press and deadlift champion and holds the world record for the bench, 375 pounds, and the arm lift. Turkina has been open about her steroid use, which includes almost everything you could think of. She's decided that some of the drugs aren't for her and competes in the league of powerlifting that does not require drug testing. Number 5. Debbie Lazzewski. Debbie Lazzewski had a tumultuous path to her professional bodybuilding dream, which was almost lost at multiple times in her career. She started training at the age of 20, and by 24 she had won her first amateur competition. In 2000, though, she was disheartened by the judges placing her 7th, and her dedication declined as a result. She eventually stopped competing and focused on personal training with no plans to return to the sport. In 2005, with the addition of the light heavyweight class, Lazzewski returned to bodybuilding and went pro a year later. Since 2009, Debbie has placed in the top 4 of every competition she's entered, including 2 second-place finishes in Miss International and 1 second-place finish in Miss Olympia. She's still training and competing at 50+. She was ranked 3rd on the IFBB Pro Women's ranking. Number 4. Virginia Sanchez. Virginia Sanchez is a professional bodybuilder and personal trainer from Madrid, Spain. She started training for competitions at the young age of 17 and competed in her first amateur competition when she was only 19. She's now in her 40s but looks bigger and stronger than ever. Her biceps are pushing 17 inches and her quads are a whopping 27 inches. It's hard to imagine how hulking she'd be in person, but that's before you consider the fact that all of this muscle is packed on a 5'3" frame. The saying "big things come in small packages" has never been more appropriate than when discussing the physical physique of Virginia Sanchez. Number 3. Christy Hawkins. Christy Hawkins shows you that you don't need to ditch your brains or your pretty face to become a professional bodybuilder, as she has both. Her natural beauty combined with hulking muscles is something to behold, and when you consider the fact that Hawkins also has a master's in chemical engineering, you begin to believe that there's truly nothing she can't do. Hawkins' bodybuilding efforts came as a result of wanting to lose weight. She was actually heavyset when she started, and even had eating disorders before she started training seriously. Working out began as a way for her to burn calories, but it turned into a passion and a profession. She turned pro in 2007 and competed in 4 professional competitions in her career. Hawkins actually quit bodybuilding and transitioned into professional powerlifting. She still maintains her traditional bodybuilding physique. She is naturally strong, able to lift over 400 pounds, so powerlifting suited her abilities much better. 2. Joanna Claire Thomas. Joanna Claire Thomas is a British professional bodybuilder and younger sister of fellow bodybuilder Nicola Shaw. Massive muscles is a family game for these ladies, and Thomas expressed interest in the sport at a very young age. She started training and went on to become the youngest female in history to get her IFBB Pro card at the age of 21. She was competing in and winning competitions in her teens, and it appeared the sky was the limit for Thomas. Her professional career, however, did not pan out the way she thought it would. After Thomas went pro, she took some time to work on her body before continuing to compete. When she came back, she won a competition and entered her first Miss Olympia. She placed 10th and again took a brief hiatus to focus on her figure. The same thing happened when she came back, and Thomas retired from bodybuilding in 2007. In 2010, she announced that she was considering a return to the sport, but has yet to compete professionally again. If you want to learn more about her life, you can see her in the British documentary Supersize She. Number 1. Alina Popa. Alina Popa is a Romanian professional bodybuilder. She started her physical transformation at the age of 12 when she began competing in track events in order to lose weight. At 19, she was inspired to begin weightlifting when she saw another woman at the gym preparing for a competition. She was weightlifting for 2 years recreationally before her trainer suggested she start competing. Popa competed in the heavyweight division and eventually earned her IFBB Pro card in 2008. She's competed in multiple Miss Olympia and Miss International events since her professional debut, placing as high as 2nd. She took a break in 2015 due to injury, but returned to competitions in 2015, placing 3rd in the IFBB Wings of Strength Rising Phoenix World Championship. Popa has been known to be one of the strongest women alive, with the ability to squat 400 pounds. That's all for this video, folks. See you another time.